In ancient Japan, a warrior found himself captured by his enemies, imprisoned and facing a fate most dire. The darkness of the night mirrored the darkness in his heart, as fear took hold of his mind. As the night grew deeper, sleep eluded him. His thoughts were consumed by what awaited him the next day: interrogation, torture, perhaps even death. His heart pounded in his chest, a frantic drum against the silence of his prison. His mind raced, a whirlwind of what-ifs about the coming dawn. The warrior closed his eyes, fighting the despair that threatened to consume him. He had faced death before on the battlefield, but this was different. This fear was insidious, gnawing at his courage. He longed for the serenity of his master's garden, the whispers of wisdom that had guided him in the past. His mind drifted back to those peaceful days, seeking solace in the memories. But then, a voice from his past echoed in his mind, the calm, wise words of his Zen master. Tomorrow is not real. It is an illusion. The only reality is now. Kenji clung to this memory now, the master's words echoing in the silence of his cell. Tomorrow is an illusion. The only reality was the cold stone beneath his hands, the sound of his own breath, the flickering torchlight. He took a deep breath, feeling the air fill his lungs, a tangible sensation in the present moment. Fear still whispered in the shadows, but it no longer held the same power. Kenji focused on the present, on the simple act of breathing, of feeling, of being. He knew he could not control the dawn or what it might bring, but he could control his reaction to it. He could face it with courage, with dignity, with peace in his heart. As the realization settled deep within him, a sense of calm washed over Kenji. He was still a prisoner, his future uncertain, yet he felt a strange sense of liberation. He was free from the tyranny of his own fear, his own anxieties. He was free to embrace the present moment, the only moment that truly mattered. Kenji leaned back against the cold stone wall, a ghost of a smile playing on his lips. He closed his eyes, no longer fighting the inevitable. He focused on the rhythm of his breath, the steady beat of his heart. He found peace, not in the hope of a tomorrow that might never come, but in the acceptance of the present moment, whatever it might hold. And in that acceptance, he found sleep. What lesson can we draw from this story? Well, we may never find ourselves in a prison cell like Kenji's, but we are all prisoners of a different kind. Prisoners of our own minds, our own fears, our own anxieties about the future. We chase after tomorrow, forgetting that the only reality is now. Kenji's story reminds us that peace is not found in a distant future or in reliving the past. It is found in the present moment, in the acceptance of what is. By embracing the now, by letting go of our fears and anxieties, we too can find peace, even in the midst of life's uncertainties. The present moment is all we have, and it is in this moment that we find true freedom. Catch you later, worry warriors. Stay awesome, and remember, the only reality is now. Cheers.